They don't want, no, administration. Oh. I'm actually very nice. I give people money.
I'll take some if you got it.
They're like.
She said it, not me, okay?
I buy this equipment. I'm like. Buy it.
All right, you guys ready? Over here, everyone ready back there? We're gonna, I just broke everything. That was impressive. I'm gonna call the smart board meeting to order here at 10:05 PM. If you could please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All righty, Ms. Martin, can we please have the roll call?
Chairman John Paul Rea,
Present.
Vice Chairperson Mr. Eli Cooper,
Present.
Ms. Sheila Cote,
Present.
Dr. Curtis Ivory,
Present.
Mr. Royce Manico will not be joining us today, Ms. Diane McBroom,
Here.
Mr. Assad Turkey.
Present. Excellent. Thank you, Ms. Martin. Next, we will move on to number 4, adoption of the agenda. Is there anything that would like to be added to the agenda today?
Yes, I would like to move that we amend the agenda and to appoint Tiffany Gunter as general manager and thus given the chairperson the authority to authorize the appropriate contracts.
We will put that under new business to discuss 10C. If there are no objections on the agenda, we will put that as
Can I
10.
just add
Sure.
one more? Yes, interim CEO discussion. The discussion.
It is a motion that would authorize Ms. Gunter to be CEO. And then this board would then discuss the terms and condition of the contract. So it would just give the board the authority. So Ms. Gunter is named CEO, and then this board would discuss the employment contract.
Yeah.
It was.
We can't hear.
Oh, sorry. You guys got me now?
Yep.
Sorry about that. So that will be item 10C, where the board will discuss a motion to nominate Ms. Gunter as general manager and then authorize the board chair to negotiate and enter into an appropriate employment agreement, item 10C. All righty, so that is the motion on the table with the amendment. Can I get a motion? So that's been the motion. Can I get a second?
Second.
Been made, and no further discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Ms. Martin, can we get certification public notice?
SMART will hold the rescheduled regular board meeting at 10 a.m. on July 24th, 2025 at the Buell Building, located at 535 Wiswell Street, Suite 600, Detroit, Michigan, 48226. The agenda can be found on SMART's website. Members of the public may attend in person or via Zoom. The meeting will be live streamed on YouTube and available at the YouTube link. Members of the public may also submit a written comment by emailing, smartboard@smartbus.org by 8 a.m. on the day of the meeting. Requests for reasonable accommodations at SMART require advance reservations. Public comments will proceed as follows. All comments, 3 minutes limit per member of the public. Public comments will be received in the following order. 1, members of the public who attend in person. 2, members of the public present via Zoom. 3, written comments via email. This meeting is open to the public.
Excellent. Thank you, Ms. Martin. Appreciate that. Next, we are going to move on to approval of the board meeting minutes for June the 26th, 2025. Can I get a motion, please?
So move.
Motion been made.
Second.
Second, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of approving the meeting minutes as presented, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we will move on to public participation. We will start off with representatives that have joined us here in the room. Anyone looking to address the board this morning?
Good morning, Mr. Chair, members of the board. My name is Lucas Lasecki with Transportation Riders United. I live in Farmington Hills. I just wanted to briefly offer my congratulations and thanks to Mr. Farrell for his service to this organization over the past few years. There have been a great many things we have agreed upon, and as well a great many things that we haven't. But I have great respect for Mr. Farrell. Thank him for everything that he's done for Smart and wish him best of luck and happy trails wherever life takes him next. Thank you.
Thanks, Lucas. Appreciate it. Anyone else here present looking to address the board?
Can someone take
Yep.
from the podium?
Yeah, can we get a microphone over there?
Excuse me, and maybe would you
Yep.
could come a little closer?
Yeah, if you could just come a little bit.
Put him here.
Good. Okay.
Good morning, members of the board and public. My name is Nikki Nolan and I live in Macomb County. 3 years ago, I appeared before the board imploring SMART to rescind their prohibition on bicycles with battery-powered motors using the bike rack. I believed, and I still do believe, that any fears these motors will explode or spontaneously combust are severely overblown, and many e-bikes, including every one that I have owned, also satisfy the weight capacity of the bike racks. Several transit systems around the country and the world, including DDOT and all of the top 5 cities in the US, have no problem with transporting such bikes. SMART has taken no action to end this prohibition. In fact, an email sent to all operators from safety upon the ratification of the latest union contract reminded all drivers about this prohibition. That nearly got me killed on Friday. My e-bike is currently semi-functional. Its rear tire developed a leak last Wednesday, but while I was in the middle of a ride, but I managed to refill it at a gas station and made it the couple miles home. I had a free day on Friday and the weather was nice, so I decided to get it fixed. This bike gets its service at the downtown Ferndale bike shop, so I had to get from 9.5 in Gratiot to 9 in Woodward. In a reasonable region, that'd be a quick ride across the 710. Instead, I had to consider that 1, I'm not allowed to use the bus with this bike, 2, I can't afford a service or truck rental to tow the bike, 3, my friends and family are probably sick of being used as a taxi service, and 4, I successfully operated the bike a short distance needing nothing but an air refill, and I have a way to bring an air pump with me. Unfortunately, as I crossed Mound along 9 Mile, I crashed, fell off my bike, and hit my head, suffering some body aches and a concussion and memory loss for basically the whole day, from which I'm still recovering even now. If I could have put my bike on the front of the bus, that long ride and crash would not have happened. I implore SMART yet again to reconsider that policy before it leads to yet another unnecessary crash. Additionally, thank you for your service, Mr. Farrell.
Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Robert Plowski from Southgate, and I'm also your at-large member on the Smart Advisory Council representing Wayne County. Today, a lot to take in this morning, especially after the last meeting, so I've got a lot to dig into. First off, I'd like to echo the sentiments here today from other public commenters, specifically sorry, someone's speaking in the background. Thank you, Mr. Farrell, for your service. I know that we've had a lot of disagreements on a lot of different issues, us being activists and, being representative of this agency. We all just want the best for the agency. But we also agreed on a lot of things, and you have done a lot of things great for our service in terms of marketing, increase in drivers, and also, most of all, the service. The service got a slight enhancement. So there's a lot of different things that we can recognize Dwight for, but today is the biggest thank you we can say, even though, it's kind of a surprise goodbye at the same time. So thank you for your service. We appreciate it, and I wish you the best in your future endeavors. Secondly, I'd like to make note and say, well done. Great to see you on that side of the board, Tiffany, and hopefully you get to stay in that position for a little bit because I appreciate everything you've done alongside for this agency as well. And in terms of the hiring process, I remember when Dwight was hired first on a few years back. And I will tell you the selection process in terms of the hiring was not the greatest. I think the only person that was on the board at the time was Mr. Rea. So I kindly ask this board if you do want to go into an agreement where you are looking for a new general manager in the future, similar to same situation with Robert when he was the interim. Make the best selection process that you can and make sure you vet these people before you take them on as full leadership. That would be my only ask of you in this board, because look where it got us. A lot of disagreements, a lot of people that were upset, and a lot of people felt like that the agency didn't have their back. I want the agency to have their back, and I want, we want to be able to come to you for things. So please keep that in the back of your mind as we're going through the vetting process, whether that's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Give it some thought. There's so many names I could throw out here. I could throw out Tiffany for an extended contract. I could say Bernard. I could even say anyone else in this agency. There's so many names that have done great work for this agency. Just make sure we're vetting people before we bring somebody on. But congratulations, Tiffany. It's well deserved. I look forward to working with you. Thank you.
You, Robert. Any other individuals present looking to address the board? We're gonna go once, twice, 3 times. Ms. Martin, anyone online seeking to address the board?
No, Chairman.
Seeing that there are no members looking to address the board virtually, the chair will close public participation. Next, we will go into the chairman's report. Usually I try to keep these brief, but understanding obviously the conversation that the board just facilitated. Again, would like to extend our thanks to Mr. Farrell for his service to the board. I also want to thank my board colleagues as we not only will seek to continue this conversation about all of our expectations for leadership moving forward and what we need not only to be successful with the aspirations in Wayne County with the millage, also with the renewal that is on the horizon in Macomb County and the continued advocacy and coordination that we need to have with our community providers in both Oakland and in Macomb County. There's a tremendous amount of work in front of us. And while there are most times where we as members of the board listen to all of the public participation and the advocacy throughout our communities, this is something that we all take incredibly seriously and are undoubtedly committed to. We've got a heavy lift over the next 18 months as far as not only ensuring we continue to engage each and every one of you that join us every single month, whether it's here or virtually, and most importantly with those individuals every single day that rely on our service. And we are unequivocally focused on that each and every single day. To all the employees at SMART, I know at times you probably sit there and shake your heads because a bunch of people that know people are on a board that make decisions about the work that you are committed to beyond belief. We're here to be your advocates, we're here to be your stewards, and we're here to be your allies and assist in any way. We are always a sounding board and we are always a short call away to figure out what we can break together and then find out how to fix it. So want to thank everyone not only for continuing to be a part of this journey with us, but for helping us fix things along the way. So I'm going to stop rambling because the less I talk, the more work we get done. And I will defer to Ms. Gunter, who will provide us with a general manager's report today. Tiffany. That is perfectly fine. We will wait till after item 10C. Next, we will move into new business. We will take on first a resolution for authorization to award a contract for the replacement of HVAC system for Lake Erie Transit Commission. Can I get a motion? Or Luan's going to talk first. Sorry, I'm breaking rules. Mr. Byrd, how are we doing?
Well, good morning there, Mr. Chair. SMART's Board of Directors. It is the recommendation that the board adopts the attached resolution authorizing the award of a contract for the HVAC system replacement for Lake Erie Transit to Fry Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, located Ann Arbor, Michigan. This is a one-time purchase, an amount not to exceed $506,970.72. Any questions?
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Byrd. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Been moved. Supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, 10B, a resolution for the authorization of contract amendment number 1 to increase funds for the But So Long outside legal services contract and labor negotiator consultant services. Laura, how are we doing?
Good morning, Mr. Chair and members of the board. This agenda item seeks board approval of a contract amendment with the law firm Butts Along. In July 2023, the board authorized SMART to enter into a contract with Butts Along for labor and employment matters. That contract did not include labor negotiator services for collective bargaining, as those historically have been contracted for separately at SMART. SMART is now beginning its collective bargaining process with its unions. Butts Along has been acting as SMART's collective bargaining attorney since 2018. Rather than enter into a separate contract with Butts Along for these services, SMART is requesting that the board approve an amendment to the existing contract to include these services and to add funding in the amount of $200,000 over the following 3 years. This will provide easier contract administration for SMART and will eliminate duplicative contracts.
Excellent. Thank you, Laura. Chair would entertain a motion. Second moved, been supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Now we will move on to item 10C. Dr. Ivory has provided us with a motion to nominate Ms. Tiffany Gunter as general manager and to authorize the board chair to negotiate and enter into an appropriate employment agreement. I want to be clear on this, that obviously as we are in a transitional phase, it is imperative that we have stable leadership. This motion will allow Ms. Gunter to act in all capacities as our general manager, and then would allow Ms. Gunter and myself, working with internal and independent legal counsel, to discuss the terms and conditions of those employment contract. Unilaterally, as board chair, I have no authority to authorize any employment agreement, and anything that we discuss will be discussed as a board, along with guidance and insight from Ms. Gunter that would follow all of the bylaws, rules, and procedures of this organization. Personally, as the board chair, we have a lot of questions about where our organization is going next. I strongly believe that Tiffany has that institutional knowledge and guidance to help navigate us through this transition. And as a board, it would benefit us to begin to put together all the expectations and elements that go within that. I know there's going to be a lot of conversation with members of the board as far as how that looks. Tiffany undoubtedly has a number of ideas as far as what this transition is going to look like too. But as we need stable leadership and as we need to begin that conversation, that's the idea with this motion in front of us this morning. So I will open it up to any discussion. Oh, excuse me, I have a motion on the table. I need support to open up discussion.
Support.
Okay, we have a motion in a second. Any discussion?
Yes,
Go
go ahead, Dr. Ivory, I know.
No. I would say that this is a very critical moment for the leadership in this organization. Given the millages that you have in front of her, that we have in front of us, and every once in a while, you as an organization, you get an opportunity to have outstanding leadership, and I think we're awfully lucky as an organization to have someone like Tiffany ready and able to provide and has demonstrated in so many ways the ability to lead an important organization like this. So I would hope that we would take the appropriate time to recognize what we have, what she represents as an opportunity for us at this particular time.
Thank you, Dr. Ivory. Asad.
Yes, I think Tiffany has demonstrated that she's got the skill set to at least hold us up on an interim basis. My question to you, Mr. Chair, is the intention is still to do a search and to post for the job and be able to analyze and evaluate any potential candidates that may be interested as well.
So, Mr. Turfy, undoubtedly that is the discretion of the board. If that is an intent that this board discuss that subsequent with what we're doing, undoubtedly as chair, I would provide the forum to do so. The intent of this motion is to ensure that right now we provide ourselves with stable leadership and provide Ms. Gunter clarity as far as what our expectations of the board are in, not only in this transitional phase, but also what other subsequent conversations that we will allow the board to have as far as leadership and any subsequent searches or discussions henceforth. But again, I think the main mission of this motion is to ensure that we can be clear with Tiffany in the interim as far as what this looks like. And I think most importantly is also structure this in a way that is respectful of all the rights and privileges of an individual that's granted the ability to run this authority.
Of course.
Excellent. So we've got a motion and a second on the table. What I will also provide for the board too is that as I engage along with legal counsel with Tiffany, we will report back on any of those matters and discuss them by the appropriate rules and procedures of the board in that front. Tiffany, I sincerely apologize that you have to deal with me in this. I wish there was someone more capable sitting in this seat, but I will try my best not to break everything on your behalf. Tiffany, we're about to vote on this. Would you like to speak or say anything at this time?
Chairman Ria, thank you. And I can't think of anyone I would love to work with and break things with more than you.
Better professional
You know, you actually reminded me yesterday of when we actually met. I've been saying 2014 for the longest time, but it was 2007 when we began our public service. I was at SimCog in 2004, met you in 2007, and we were just getting started. And where we are today, it's not lost on me, the significance of this moment. So thank you. And to the members of the board also, thank you. It is an honor to be before you today as incoming GM, potentially, given the vote. And I want to express my sincere gratitude for you entrusting me with this incredible opportunity to lead our team to a better tomorrow. I want to thank my predecessor, Mr. Farrell, for allowing me to lead alongside him so as to prepare me for this moment to be able to take the helm and move forward, knowing what it is we have in front of us and what it is we need to do. I also like to acknowledge the entire staff at SMART. I have never seen a more dedicated group of individuals in any organization that I've worked for. I want to thank them for their hard work and their commitment. We see the road ahead, and we are going to map it out together with you and the board and our partners. I want to thank our incredible operators and mechanics every day. They are the heart of this organization, and that hard work that they do every day. I've been with them at the start of the day at 3 a.m., and it does not go unnoticed what it is that they do to get us started and get this region moving every day. So with that, I'll just say I am excited for this opportunity and to lead SMART in the next several chapters of its history. So thank you, Mr. Chair, and to the board.
Tiffany, thank you. Thank you for your willingness. And more importantly, as we continue this journey together, please understand that the board is always here, not only to provide clarity, but most importantly, to be a conduit to all of the individuals that we serve across this region. So we've got a motion and a second on the table. The chair, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Yeah, slap it up. Alrighty, friends, we're going to move on to board member business. Is there any matters to discuss on behalf of members of the board? Seeing none, the chair always entertains a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Been moved?
Second.
Supported? Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? We are adjourned.